Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Aldis made a massive accusation against Sikoa that left the leader of the new bloodline stunned. It seems like in doing so, a major breakup was teased on SmackDown. It all stemmed from the chaos of last week and this week, where Damian Priest, LA Knight, and Drew McIntyre all got involved with Jacob Fatu. This week there was a backstage pull-apart between Priest, Sikoa, and Fatu, as well as tensions between LA Knight and Damian Priest. The match between Knight and Priest ended in a DQ following Sikoa's interference. In a backstage segment, Aldis informed Sikoa and Fatu that the U.S. title will be on the line in Backlash in a triple threat match against Damian Priest and LA Knight. Sikoa said that it should have been Drew McIntyre who got the shot since he technically beat LA Knight last week. Via DQ, Aldis obliged and made the match a fatal four-way at Backlash. When Solo accused Aldis of trying to screw Jacob Fatu, Aldis hit back by saying, "No, Solo, you are." The accusation left Solo stunned. It seems like a breakup is being teased, but it may not happen just yet. Solo has taken a backseat compared to a year ago, as Jacob Fatu looks to be stepping up in a much bigger way. Jacob Fatu made it clear that he didn't care how many people he defended the title against. He welcomed all comers. The reaction on Sikoa's face was nothing short of priceless. The tension on Friday Night SmackDown just escalated in a way no one saw coming. WWE General Manager Aldis took the WWE Universe by complete surprise when he confronted Sikoa during a backstage segment that aired shortly after Solo's match with Angelo Dawkins. But it wasn't just a stern conversation, more an authoritative warning. It was an outright blistering accusation. And now speculation is swirling about a possible crumbling within the Bloodline 2.0, especially after the reaction Solo gave once the cameras stopped rolling. SmackDown kicked off as expected, with the Bloodline asserting its dominance following Roman Reigns' devastating WrestleMania 41 loss and the rise of Sikoa as the new enforcer of the faction. With Reigns absent and no longer the undisputed centerpiece, Solo has seemingly taken the reins, surrounding himself with Tama Tonga, Tom DeLoa, and Jacob Fatu, although the latter's official involvement has yet to be fully confirmed on screen. Tonight, however, cracks in the foundation may have become too large to ignore. The show began with Solo securing a dominant win against Angelo Dawkins in a physical, one-sided affair. However, it wasn't the match that had people talking, it was the events that followed. Backstage, in a rare moment of direct confrontation, Aldis walked up to Solo with cameras rolling and leveled a massive accusation that left even the stoic enforcer shaken. "You're not protecting the Bloodline legacy," Aldis said coldly. "You're tarnishing it." The crowd in the arena could be heard murmuring through the live feed as the segment aired, with many visibly confused. Aldis then made a jaw-dropping implication that Sikoa may have orchestrated Roman Reigns' downfall at WrestleMania from the inside. "You let him fall," Aldis said. "Some would even say you wanted him to fall." Solo didn't respond immediately. For the first time in months, the cold stare in his eyes wavered. It was a moment of stunned silence, followed by an explosive reaction backstage once the cameras went off. According to sources within the building, Solo was visibly furious after the segment, smashing a monitor and storming away from Aldis and the production crew. The intensity behind the scenes mirrored the implications of Aldis' words. If Solo really did play a role in Reigns' loss, the very structure of the Bloodline could be built on deception and betrayal. Insiders say Aldis' decision to publicly challenge Solo was not spontaneous. "Nick's been watching the situation with growing concern," one official revealed. "There's been a lot of unspoken tension since WrestleMania. Roman hasn't returned calls. Paul Heyman is missing. And Solo's been building something. But is it still the Bloodline? Or is it something darker?" What all this may be suggesting is something even more controversial. That Sikoa is not just trying to lead the Bloodline. He may be trying to reinvent it in his own image, with no room for the old guard. The additions of Tama Tonga and Tonga Lowell were already a sign that Solo was forming his own inner circle. The rumored inclusion of Jacob Fatu only strengthens the notion that this is no longer Roman Reigns' dynasty. The moment Aldis delivered his final words, "You'll have to answer for that sooner than you think," set off a wave of speculation across social media. Is WWE teasing a massive betrayal storyline where Solo Sikoa is eventually exposed as the reason Roman Reigns fell? Could this be the catalyst for Roman's eventual return? And if so, would Roman return as the tribal chief, or a man out for vengeance? The timing of the accusation is no accident either. With SummerSlam season approaching, WWE may be laying the groundwork for the next phase in the Bloodline saga. And fans are already picking up on the small details, like the fact that Jacob Fatu has been sending cryptic messages on Instagram, hinting at loyalty, family, and betrayal. One post in particular stood out. A single word captioned under a photo of Reigns and Solo: loyalty. Even Tama Tonga appeared to act unusually reserved during a backstage promo later in the show, where he was asked about Solo's leadership. Instead of offering praise, he gave a short, almost dismissive response: "We're doing what we have to." It wasn't defiance, but it wasn't exactly loyalty either. WWE fans who follow these subtle cues know better than to ignore such cracks. They've seen what happens when a group begins to splinter from within. Just ask The Shield. As for Aldis, many are now wondering what role he might play in this power struggle. The GM has rarely inserted himself so directly into faction politics, but his calculated choice to confront Solo may signal a bigger move behind the scenes. It's no secret that Aldis has had issues with bloodline interference and chaos spilling over into SmackDown matches. Tonight's direct action could be a first step toward regulation or outright rebellion. Interestingly, a backstage source also shared that Aldis has held meetings with key talent to discuss bloodline-related storylines over the next few months, and the word breakup was reportedly floated during those meetings. That doesn't necessarily mean the entire faction is ending, but a major shift is imminent. And perhaps the most telling sign came after the show ended. Fans in attendance captured footage of Solo Sikoa pacing outside the arena's loading bay alone, with no sign of his usual entourage. According to one fan, Solo was overheard saying something under his breath. He made a mistake. Whether he was referring to Aldis or someone else is unclear, but the message was unmistakable. Solo is not taking this lying down, so what's next? Could this lead to a full-on war between Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa over the soul of the bloodline? Will Nick Aldis face retaliation for daring to accuse the most volatile member of SmackDown? And how will other members like Jacob Fatu or even Jey Uso respond if and when the truth comes out? For now, WWE fans are left to speculate. But one thing is certain: the tribal empire is no longer united. And when it falls apart, the consequences could shake WWE to its core. Keep your eyes on SmackDown. The storm has only just begun. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.